Hey everyone. It's been some time. Is March 3rd. It's been a while since I played this. I got my PlayStation Plus activated on the 26th, but I've just been busy playing other games with family. So anyway, um, I didn't want to play any more of this until I absolutely wanted to. No. Okay, let me rephrase that. I shouldn't say when I wanted to. I wanted to play this when I had PlayStation Plus. In case I screwed up, then I would just pull the save from the cloud. Because I don't really want to do a second playthrough of this game. Um, so, yeah. The moment that I go live, somebody messages me accordingly. Alright. They say once you go here, not leave the area until you complete it. If not, then a few things are messed up on it, trophy wise. Two things specifically. So here we go. Brand new area. Let's do it. Yeah. All right. Here we go. Just key card with the logo of the ministry found on the corpse in the underground parking on Ministry of Cultural Primacy. I was going to say pharmacy. I don't know why. Speaking of pharmacy, first aid kit. Oh, well, can't go anywhere else. So, let's. Yeah. Alright. Okay.
We got called here for a public disturbance. What we got was an angry mob hell-bent on burning the place down. They were really fired up. Something about justice for decades of manipulation and persecution. He stormed the ministry. Shit went to hell in a handbasket real fast. Now half my unit is dead or missing. What a goddamn mess.
Okay. Oh, hold on.
I wouldn't go in there if I were you. Bunch of fucking savages. I've never seen anything like it. There's something about this country. No civility. It's like everyone has lost their humanity.
I didn't mean to. I swear. I tried to warn them. They just started charging towards me. I had no choice.
Hey. You say so. Stay good. Rage cap. But I have a cap on, but I don't have a cap on. Good old bugs. Oh man. Can't get something to eat? Dang. Office. Starting to be a current theme here. Oh, good. Ministry of Cultural Primacy is open. But yet, not the, what do you call it? Okay, can't open these doors here. Oh, it's... Burn notes. Classic bag home part remains and sources. Research. Well, I am not going to get a research just in case.
December 15th, 1992. We've made an unexpected discovery in the tunnels below the cemetery. 2 doorways with dial lock mechanisms. This is truly curious, as they do not appear on any of the ancient schematics we've previously recovered. The first doorway and its locking mechanism are replete with House Astor symbolism. My initial theory, and this is a long shot, is that the symbols on the dial represent the members of Lord Astor's family. We know Lord Astor was obsessed with the image of the perfect family. The patriarch sitting squarely at the head, just as the crown rules its subjects. I will keep you apprised, should I discover anything more about the door.
Very interesting. That's my birthday. They recorded that on. So 1992. Turning 7 that year.
Identification confirmed. That's Martin Rost, all right. He seems indisposed at the moment. Have a look around. There's got to be some clues left in this god-awful place.
Hey buddy, how's it hanging? Okay. That sounds kind of like, not gibberish, but it sounds like somebody's wanting to put a curse or a hex or something or whatever. Okay. The AM used to be for oldies back then when I was a kid. Now AM radio is pretty much obsolete. Anyone out there still actually listen to the radio? And I don't mean satellite radio or Spotify radio or Pandora radio or whatever else. I'm talking about classic radio, in-car radio. That's local stations. I actually still do. Believe it or not, I still listen to CDs from time to time. Okay. This is one of the best pieces of music on this radio, I would say. (714 AD), Brahm of House Astor is born in parents, or two parents, not in parents. Well, I mean, his mom, if anything. Kind of weird if it was the other way around. Anyway, Gerald and Cecilia Astor. He will go on to live an incredible life on Hadia in his 79 years of life. So 714 AD. Maybe that's password. What was it again? 719? Oh, 14. 714. Nope. Alright. I don't know. I'm going to continue to look around. Oh, hold on. Oh. For that photo, apparently.
bunch of corrupt snakes, lining their pockets while we suffer like guinea pigs. They lied to us, pitted us against each other. Look at what they've done to the city, to its people. We went after our neighbors. It should have been these damn suits that we butchered.
Good way of putting it there. Might need to go back down into the parking garage. $793 AD. King Brahm Aster is assassinated, unjustly ending a glorious 20-year reign.
How could we have been so blind? For years, they've been pumping their poison into our minds. TV, radio, music, even our children's school books. And those fucking speeches! We lost ourselves. We became their weapons. Just wind us up and point us at each other. They played us like a fiddle. And this one? Behind the door? She's part of that system. She deserves every bit of what's coming to her.
You mean her? Oh, I think you just want to kill people. What did she do?
Hello. I'm not sure if this is the right number to call. I'd like to report some, suspicious activity. It's my neighbor. He's been receiving a lot of visitors lately, more than usual. Sometimes 2 or 3 vehicles at a time. And last night after curfew, I searched through the garbage bags he put out on the street, and I found 3 forbidden books, all heavily used. He lives at 118 Trading Street here in Lethe. I just want to be sure to do the right thing. Thank you.
Rat. You rat. You rat. Anyway. Oh, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, that's right. You rat. You're a rat. Self Electronics to Maeve Tristana. Miss Tristana, I'm happy to report that the works in Mr. Roth's office is done. Sorry, something caught my attention for a second. We did have a bit of trouble with the radio. This type of installation sometimes has a hard time interfacing with these older models, but we got it to work on channel 60 in the end. If anything goes wrong, give us a ring and we'll come fix it free of charge. Invoice will be sent shortly. Kind regards, Ludo. Self Electronics. We have a place downtown here called Sophia. It's a bar. Looks like a fancy hoity-toity bar. But regardless, it's a bar. Now, what was the thing for this again? Crap. It was $793. $793. Alright, let's go back to that then there. Now, they mentioned don't leave this area. Now, I'm not sure if they're talking about this, like, upstairs, or if they're talking about the, what's it called? Lethe or whatever it is in general. Not. Maybe I might have to do some maths. We got to do some maths. So let's see, 79. And then the other one was 20. That's 99. That's not 3 digits. So maybe I gotta do more adding than that. I don't know. 773 AD. After years of war, Brahm Aster is crowned king of Hadia at the age of 59. 773. Let's try that one next. There we go. The number of discoveries coming out of the dig site is nothing short of remarkable. I never would have imagined such a treasure trove when we first started this endeavor. Storing the crucial pieces in the safe here at the office. I don't entirely trust the men at the dig site. I'm going to need a bigger safe at this rate. I made the decision to commission a brand new portrait to replace the one of Aster's coronation. I was downstairs late last night rereading one of my favorites when I had an epiphany. The crowning was simply the end result. The true masterstroke was the bridal war. That should be the focus of this new painting. I've already updated my safe code to take this new revelation into account. I'll be waiting with bated breath for the new portrait. Safe, huh? I just had an excellent idea. What better guardian for my valuables than King Asher himself? The major events of his life would be like the teeth on the master key. I can start with the portraits hanging around the office. The code will be compared of an important detail in each painting's caption, and the dates can determine the order. Brilliant. I know the safe is already well hidden, but changing the code will give me more peace of mind. With everything going on these days, can't be too careful. The safe is well hidden, huh? Hidden. When they say well hidden, are we talking like behind a painting? Pull down a book and door opens? No.
Enough is enough! Fuck these warmongers! I bet they weren't expecting the madness they sowed to find its way back to them. They wanted this, not us! My sister's husband was a good guy. No one cared that he was a palamist. Until their lies started. You should have seen what we did to him. Setherus, have mercy on our souls. They'll all fucking pay for this.
Is there a safe in here? And just be like, yeah, that size. Is there a safe in here? Do you know there's a safe in here? Look for a safe. Is there a safe in here? The door open.
case number 2190, citizens' report of seditious activity. Investigation inconclusive. False accusation suspected. Dispatched compliance units to both reporter and reported. Follow-up on case number 2197, citizens' report of seditious activity. Investigation produced indisputable evidence. Dispatched retrieval unit. Subject's first offense. Protocol mandates assignment to re-education program.
Okay. I believe that may be into one of the calls there. Woman's clothing. A worn woman's jacket and skirt found in an office at the Ministry of Cultural Privacy. Yes. Now. Satellite radio with Owen markings. Found on the corpse of Owen, soldier of the Ministry of Cultural Privacy. Yes. Can't do anything there.
Please, help me get out of here.
Who are you?
Those animals. The mob. They murdered my colleagues. My friends. They beat my boss and hanged him in his office. I'm the one who called the peacekeepers. They did what they could under the circumstances. The guy standing behind that door locked me in here. He said I was dessert. Please, I'm scared. The creature. I could escape if only that thing wasn't lurking in the hallway. Please, get me out of here.
What can you tell me about this symbol?
Help me, and I'll tell you whatever I know about the symbol.
Do you know Martin Rolst?
Martin was my boss. Just get me out of here, and I'll tell you whatever you want to know about him. Did you get...
Want me to get rid of the creature? Oh. Creature's on the other side of this thing.
My God, what an absolute mess.
People have lost their minds in this country. I think it's safe to say our mission was a colossal failure. I'm just trying to make it back to my unit at this point. But these savages will tear me apart if they see my uniform. Oh, okay. 0 points for style, but that could work. I should be able to slip by with the clothes you brought me. I never would have signed up if I knew how much trouble this uniform would give me.
Okay. Neat. (754 AD), the twins Conrad and Finello are born to Lord Bron Oster. They are able to be his only 2 children. Okay. Doors locked on the other side. What do you mean? Okay. Well. I really don't know what else to do. See, this. I was worried this would happen.
Bunch of corrupt snakes. He lied. We went after our...
Yeah. Oh, but... Not really entirely sure. She's like, oh, kill this guy for me. And I'm like, yeah, okay. But it's not that easy, because there's no... Back here, back at square one again. What the heck? Oh, Lord. Oh. Go down there. I think I poked. Because there's like no other way around. And it's like, what are you supposed to do? Can I open one of these doors? Oh. December 21st, 1992. Martin. Great news from the Gelgen dig site. Another palpitating find. We have excavated a large box, a chest of sorts with clear limbic signatures. It is locked, of course, so its contents are unknown to us. Perhaps by serendipity, we also have unearthed one of the 2 keys required to open it. It is a long cylindrical rod, also with limbic signatures, that fits perfectly into one of the chest's locking mechanisms. I've sent the first key along with its letter. I am confident the second key will be found on site. It's not. The chest, however, requires a great deal of careful handling. We should have it properly packed and ready to ship in the coming weeks. Okay, still not a car key or whatever you want to call it. And this is not a key to this by no means either. You? No. Are you the key? Are you the key? Are you the vehicle for the key? You? Oh. Limbic rod Ecstasy X. Okay. Case 1577. Report of civil disobedience. Agent Norst. 1305. Arrival on location. 154 Darga Street. Losless? Anyway. Upon searching the premises, evidence of contraband was discovered and object of interest was confiscated. 1545. Subject apprehended at his place of employment on charges of possession of restricted materials. Subject has been confined and interrogated. Subject claims the object was a family heirloom. The object in question bears a striking resemblance to another confiscated last month. Case 1512. Agent Seton. Object resembles a shaft, a rod, 5 centimeters in diameter, 45 centimeters in length, irregular patterning consistent with culturally sensitive contraband. Follow-up, meet with Agent Seton, Office 108, about similar object. Okay, well, found the vehicle.
We got called here for a public disturbance. They were real shit went there.
I wouldn't go in there. There's something about this country.
I can get down here. Alright. Oh. Hey. right, in general. Yeah. Well, hopefully the woman's still alive. So I died, I didn't leave. Ow, brother. I don't want to look at anything right now. Just pick up stuff as I go. Right, Rouse Martin, Sabinian, rates of birth, Lucilius Asteria, 1942-22-1, Human Soup Culture. Okay, coronation year of the one true king. No, okay. Well, I already figured out that puzzle, so. Yeah. Rear guard elite. Don't bypass triple. Okay. Oh, bronze trophy achieved. Tech savvy. I got all the things there that I could possibly get for the drone. Interesting. Yeah. Okay.
Focus. Now, continue.
I hate a feed. Like I said, then there was something else in this. They're like, if you go and do this, then this person will not be in your, what do you call it? And I'm like, that's cool. I guess. Whatever. Not dead. No, there's another person here. Okay, not dead. Can't go in there. Back.
I should be able to slip by with the clothes you brought. I never would have signed up if I knew how much...
You look nice. Okay. Well, anyway, she's still alive. Maybe she's still. Nice, I need 3 of those for the lake area. ID cards blank. A way out. Good deed starts. We have acted the sheep long enough. Access those. Level up, baby. Alright, let's go talk to that woman. Run around everything again. Alright. Yeah, just like that, she's gone. Are you serious? Are you serious right now?
Saving me? Only Setharus knows what that animal would have done to me. I'm getting out of here as soon as I can.
Who are you?
My name is Maeve Tristana. I was Martin's assistant here at the Ministry. I was working for him, even back when he was an archaeologist. Things were much simpler back then. Everything changed when Martin became the fucking deputy minister.
What can you tell me about this symbol?
When the Ministry of Cultural Primacy was created, Martin proposed this symbol as its official emblem. In fact, Martin's obsession with Lord Astor began with that symbol. It concerned a vital discovery he made during one of his digs. Martin believed this symbol would shed light on Lord Astor and his secrets. I have no clue what the symbol means or where it's from. Martin stored all his significant findings of Lord Astor in his safe. I don't know why, but each time Martin opened his safe, he said, "If only history moved backwards." I hope that helps.
Now tell me more about Martin Rost.
Martin was obsessed with Lord Astor. He decorated this floor with several of his portraits. Martin always found it strange that he could only find shallow information on such an important historical figure. I'm pretty sure you didn't risk coming here to gab about Martin, and even less about Lord Astor. However, you need to brush up on your knowledge of Lord Astor if you want to access Martin's computer. Perhaps it has what you're looking for. Martin had a bad memory and kept reminders of his passwords and codes. They must be around here somewhere. Hadia was divided into two distinct groups, the Palamists and the Sabinians. Our country's still divided, but the groups have drastically changed into the persecuted and the persecutors. Palamist or Sabinian, it doesn't matter anymore. Look at what happened here. Sabinians are now killing their own. Funny how Palamist snipers didn't fire a single shot. I guess they were too busy enjoying the show. We're gonna destroy ourselves, and I can't help but feel partially responsible. The Ministry of Cultural Primacy quickly took control of the media. We knew the media would play a critical role in swaying the Sabinians into a conflict. We created an environment that made war possible. We attacked civic principles, fueled the fear of ethnic retribution, dehumanized the other side, and engineered consent. I didn't come up with these plans. However, I did pass out memos, mailed letters, took notes, and scheduled the meetings. I went along with it. I could have quit and walked away. I didn't. You know when you lie so much that you forget the truth. I believed the lies we were perpetuating. Sadly, I wasn't the only one. I have to say, I was surprised. They actually showed up when I called them for help. The peacekeepers have been more interested in keeping the airport running than safeguarding civilians. Anyway, there was little they could do. The mob, there were just too many of them. They didn't save me. You did. I thought the Sabinians were supposed to be on the same side. Losing my colleagues in such a vicious manner fills me with grief. But a part of me feels relief. They no longer have to endure this hell. The Palamist forces have besieged Lethe for months, but it feels like it's been years. Time tends to slow down when you're in hell. They shelled our beautiful city to rubble. They've destroyed most of our infrastructure to the point where getting food and medical supplies is next to impossible. Their snipers have made walking in the streets a perverse game of survival. Palamists are monsters. There is nothing human about them. I couldn't even look at one at first. The way they move, their sounds and screams, and their primal ferocity. They terrified me. But then I realized something. They weren't after us. They weren't hunting us down unless provoked. I began to observe them from behind the safety of a third-story window. I was still afraid, but then I found myself pitying them. They're in pain. They're twisted, warped, and mindlessly roaming our streets. They search and want nothing. Aimless and empty like the holes in their bodies. I'll tell you what they don't do. They don't randomly shoot people in the streets. They don't fill mass graves with the innocent. They don't rape women. They don't enslave children. Who's the real monster?
Damn. Still don't know where the safe is. But I'm gonna go downstairs. Even if this way again. Take a look around. The bridal war began in 770 AD, and after raging for 3 long years, the combined might of houses Aster and Jihan claimed a glorious victory. In a valiant show of solidarity, they took revenge on the dastardly house Aragal for their heinous attack on the sacred wedding ceremony of Van, Jahan, and Benello Aster. Okay, so before I do any more of that, to check my exploration. Okay, good. Okay. In 805 AD, all of Asteria held their breath as authorities searched frantically for the beloved Conrad and Penelo Aster. They vanished seemingly overnight, never to be seen again. After 8 weeks of fruitless searching, the twins were declared deceased and the grand funeral was held in their honor. The disappearance of the Aster twins remained one of the most compelling mysteries of the era. Interesting. Provincial border map. Map of the Ministry of Ethnic Management showing new borders of Hades provinces. Here. Down there. Prosperant talismans, intricate adornments believed to have been battle charms that were attached to weapons and armors of medieval Hadia, named after the Prosperian village, where the first examples were unearthed near the banks of Dow River, 1807. Okay. And then back here again. Oh.
I should be able to slip by. I never would have.
Well, I got things done I needed to do. I can now leave this area.
How could we have been so blind?
Alright, talk to you. I still don't know where the safe is. Kinda don't want to leave without finding the safe. The radio? Give me a moment, folks. Okay. So, 79, 714 AD. 714 AD. 714 AD. 714 AD. 714 AD. 773. 714, 773. Then there was another one. It's for when the guy died. Which is right here. $793. Okay. 79, 59, 20. 79, 59, 20. 79, 59, 20. 79. 59. I need to go back into my inventory. Or 2490. That's not much numbers. Alright, let's look at the computer again. The major events in his life will be the teeth of the Master Key. I can start with the portraits hanging around the office. The code will be compared. An important detail in each painting's caption. The dates can determine the order. $79, $59, $20. Oh, hold on. Yeah, Bridal War. That's downstairs, if I remember correctly. Apparently not. Yes. 79, 59, 20. Oh, here we go.
Thank you for saving me. Oh.
What the heck? Okay, it's not 21st. It's not 79 first. Must be. But my sneezer was done. Alright. Hello there, Blue Ghidra. On important events in his life, 754 AD is shown birth. Look around. Yeah, I did. Thank you for. Sorry, I just saw your message here. I'm just too focused on trying to figure out this puzzle. So it says here, at 714 AD, this information, but then there's 79. Just posted? Okay. I didn't want you to think I was ignoring you. So there's that painting. That was at, I think it was 71980. Then you got this one here at 77380. Then the number 59 is there. $773. Yeah, okay. And then we got this one here. 793. 20-year reign. Now there's only one other painting besides that. Now all those numbers equal to the exact amount listed there. The three paintings I just looked at is enough numbers at the end there for the safe. But where's that? Hold on. Swear to God, this place is like a maze, even though it's simplistic. It was just added a few minutes ago. No. Ah, here it is. But it only mentions one number, 2. Chronological. Okay. Okay. You know what? I will say this. You know what I appreciate about this game? This game makes people write like if their memory sucks. This game makes people write things down to keep notes. Not many games do that these days. All right, let's see. The major events of his life will be taken the like the teeth of the master key. I could start with the portraits hanging around the office. The code will be comprised of an important detail in each painting. And the dates can determine the order. Brilliant. I know the safe is already well hidden. A change in the code room. Okay. So. $714, as you mentioned. This is 773. My 2008 1-inch thick paper book by PC. Okay. Let's see. So go 714, 773. I thought I was typing, but I'm not. Let's try this again. 714, 773. 793. That was when he was assassinated, though. And then 754 AD. Hold on. Where do you get 14? Oh, where do you get 14 at? Okay. So we go from 714, 773, 793, and then 754. Now, 714 was 79, 773 was marked 59, 793 was marked 20, and 754 has a 2 at the end of it. That's way too many digits. There's four of these. So this is the order I found them in, and the numbers at the end of them, not counting, the, like, say 754 AD, I'm talking about how it mentions like 2 children with the number 2. It went like this: 79, 59, 20, 2. I am thinking of 7 being master that he mentioned. What was that comment again? Not your comment. The, well, not comment, but, note. The major event in his life will be like the teeth of the master key. Is that what you're talking about? So I'm not really sure where... Okay, if that's what you're... Okay, you are referring to that. How do you get 7 as being mastered that he mentioned? I'm just not really coming to that conclusion. That is true, yes. But the first number was 79. And that was 714. So you think that would be the first number if that would be the case then, right? I mean, at this point, I'll give it a try. If we remove 7 of all the... 95, 92, 95, 92, 0, 2. No. I'm not really sure where you got 95 and 92. In that case, wouldn't it be like 14, 73, 93? Oh. Because 714, 73, and then 793, so I decided to take 14, 73, and 93, removing the 7 in front of them. Oh, okay, I see. Alright. Okay. See what you did there. That's... I would say that's a good guess. I can't say it's a bad one, because, I mean... These games, you know, with these kind of puzzles like that, you know, they could, you know, go that route. Now, there is stuff downstairs, but it has nothing to do with the paintings upstairs. Like, I'll show you. I'm not sure at what point you came in, but... The Bridal War began in 770 AD. After, raging for 3 long years, the combined might of houses Aster and Jihan claimed a glorious victory. In a valiant show of solidarity, they took revenge on the dastardly house Argyll for the heinous attack on the sacred wedding ceremony of Von Jahan and Benlo Aster. And then the other thing that they got here is in 805 AD, out of the 700s now, all of Asteria held their breath as authorities searched practically for the beloved Conrad and Fenello Aster. They vanished seemingly overnight, never to seen again. After 8 weeks of fruitless searching, the twins are declared deceased and the grand funeral was held in their honor. The disappearance of the Aster twins remained one of the most compelling mysteries of the era. They're twins and they were getting married? Tell me how that's not messed up. Alright, let's try this. Okay. Alright, going back to the safe. I'll try that number that you mentioned. Okay. 02 92 95. Nope. Three and 8 are numbers are on the bottom floor. 7, 9, 5, 9, 8. 5, 9, 7, 9, 8. 7, 9, 8, 5, 9. 5, 9, 3, 8, 7. Yeah. But see, here's the thing, though. Okay. So, get ready for it. This is where the start of the level is. The start of the area. There's nothing really around here. You just talk to people. They don't really tell you much of anything. You come down here and, well, there was a key I found upstairs that unlocked this. Gave me some items. Can't go that way. Can't go in here. Can't go in here. This is where I was. And this is the very first photo I came to. The one that has 79 on it. 714 AD. Wait, open what? Okay. As you get to them? Okay. 714 AD. Brom of House Astor is born to parents Gerald and Cecilia Astor. He will go on to lead the indelible mark on Hadia and his 79 years of life. Hey, Dirt Dapt. Welcome to the channel. Missed one painting. I'm not sure, Dirt Nap, but we're just taking a look at it here. So 773 AD, after years of war, Ram Astor is crowned king of Hadia at the age of 59. (793 AD), King Bram Astor is assassinated, unjustly ending a glorious 20-year reign. Hallway end? You mean back here? Nothing there. Rubble. There's this, obviously. Oh. Yeah. Like, so I already hit that one, and then I was already here, just now, obviously. And then the only other painting that mentions the dude is this one here. Well, actually, they don't yeah, they do mention his name, Lord Brahmaster, and his two children. Hard to see in chat here. This. Yeah. Actually, hold on a moment. I just thought of something. Forgot to look at one other thing. Oh, that's for the password for the... Yeah. Okay. The password for the computer was like 3 digits, and it was one of the years on the painting in AD. It wasn't the main one in his room. I think it was the one where he was king, if I remember correctly. But still, key card, safe delivery. Oh, that's something else. Alright. Okay, talking about rods. That's something else completely different. It wouldn't be any of that, obviously. I'm just checking to see if maybe there was something in the notes there that I'm forgetting or missed. Alright, let's see. Alright. Going back to the safe. Hold on. Wait. Yeah, okay. Just had to get my bearings here. Okay. Okay, if we exclude the bottom ones, try 9 to 59. Okay. 9, 2, 5, 9. 2, oh, no. Okay, 7, 9, 2, 5, 2. No. None of those are working. I don't quite understand it. I'm wondering if I'm wondering if one of the paintings is just a false lead. You know what I mean? Like, it may not be this picture, that counts. You know what I mean? Open safe on PC. Okay. I'll try that in a moment there, Dirtnap. The major events of his life. The first painting just basically says how long he's lived for, which is 79 years. So, can you say that's not really, I wouldn't really say that's a major event, that's just how long he lived. So maybe I have to take 79 out of it and use the other numbers. So maybe 59, 2002. Like right now, I'm just grasping at straws, as y'all can tell. Yeah, dates will determine order. And if you remember correctly, the fourth pick in the office was 754 AD. So this was 714. The one at the end of the hallway was 773. The one where he was assassinated is 793, and the one that mentions the two children is 754. Excuse me. So that would be 79, 59, 20, and just the number 2. So say if we have to add a 0 to that, that would be 02. Yeah, I tried removing 79, and I tried, well, 79, well, it says here, 79 years of life, so technically 79 is when he died. Are you talking about the AD part? Because if you are, I already mentioned the order. This is 714. That one right there, where he's king in the portrait, is 773. This one here where he's assassinated is 793. And then the one with the two children is 754. So 754. $793, as I mentioned. $773. 714. Two on the bottom floor. Those were books. That had nothing to do with the paintings. One of them was 803 AD, where they were talking about the twins, his two kids. And the other one was 7-something AD. Here we go. But it was books, not paintings. That's the thing. So I don't know if this really counts. Or this is 770 AD, and this is 3. And this one here, 805 AD, and then it mentions, well, the number 8. This is the one where they basically declared the twins deceased. And not, well, maybe not the twins, but Conrad and Fennel Astor. Actually, maybe it wasn't the twins being married. It's just the female of the twins. So we got 3 and 8. Yes, exactly. It's one number too much. Yeah, this doesn't have anything to do with the king, so that's why I didn't really include it. Hesitated for a moment. Was starting to think I was going the wrong way. Oh my lord. Oh. I don't know why I clicked that. Don't mind me. 23, 59, 20. Nope. And then the last one sounds like a phone number. Oh, I'm an idiot. Nope. Or 40335. Here, there's 553. That's weird. I don't know how Automod is like, held a message for a reason. Bullying. It's not bullying anybody. Anyway. Weird. They mentioned... This makes no sense. There you go. That's one way of putting it there. Blue. Just... seriously, though. Well, it says I could start with the portraits. I made the decision to commission a brand new portrait to replace the one of Astra's coronation. I was downstairs late last night rereading one of my favorites when I had an epiphany. Crowning was simply the end result. The true masterstroke was the bridal war. Okay, that's in the book. That was 770 AD, and the number mentioned there was 3. That should be the focus of this new painting. I've already updated my save code to take this new revelation into... Oh, you gotta be freaking kidding me. Into account, I'll be waiting with bated breath for the new portrait. Okay. So 3 was part of the bridal war thing, and that was mentioned in the 770. So... Zero, 3, 0, 2, 7, 0, 3, 59, 0, 2, 0, 3, 0, 2, 59, 0, 2, 0, 3, 59. 0, 2, 0, 3, 7, 9. 0, 3, 0, 2, 50. 0, 3, 0, 2, 7. Seven 14, 754, 770, 773, 793, 805. That is 6. Well, 2 of them are books. One of them was to be made into paintings, but it never got made into a painting. And the one that never got made into a painting is 770. And that number that was mentioned was 3. Did you hear what I said for that last message? This one here? This is the crown. Oh, hold on. I'm just seeing the word. I'm literally reading the words, but I'm seeing the words end result now, clearly. The crowning was simply the end result. He was crowned king at 773 or 754. Hold on. Okay. So 750, 773, 59. So 59 is the end. If that's the case, then. The crowning was simply the end result. I went downstairs and read one of my favorites when I had an epiphany. The crowning was simply the end result. The true masterstroke was the bridal war. That should be the focus in this new painting. The bridal war was 770, and it mentioned 3. Okay. So, excuse me. So if 59 is, considered to be last, and the focus is the, what do you call it, and they changed the number, and he changed the code reflecting that. So 59 is the last. So either 3, which I would assume 03 would be either the first or second number. Then we just need to figure out what 3xxx59. So we still need 3 numbers. I'm hoping it's 03 because then it's less numbers that we got to focus on. You know what I mean? Yeah, I try that. 0, 3, 0, 2, 5, 9. Zero, yeah, I tried that too. 0, 3, 20. Oh wait, maybe not. Nope, no. Well, if I did, it didn't work anyway. What if 20, 03, 5, 9? No. Oh, 2, 03. 3. Oh, 32059, wasn't it? 3, 2, 5. See? 3, 2, 5, 9. Okay, 3, 2, 2, 0. Nope. What about 3, 2, 7, 9, 5, 9? No. Well, it's not 32, 79, 59 either. And it's not 32, 20, and 59. Oh, wait. The major events of his life will be like the teeth on the master key. The true master stroke was the bridal war. Hold on. What if it was just 3? 3, 7, 7, 0, 5, 9. No. Okay. 32, 38, 59. Nope. You would think this wouldn't be hard. You wouldn't think this is kind of like, it's intriguing, this puzzle, but I feel like this is a lot harder than it should be. And the 4 safes and the numbers are right there. Well, not the 4 safes. The 4 the 4 portraits are there staring at you in the face. It's like, why? What? Seriously. I had somebody like tell me like some stuff. Like I'll be like, hey, like if I run across a puzzle or I run across a puzzle and then I haven't figured out how to like get the answers to it, or if I have the answer at all, and then I'll ask somebody who played the game, I'll be like, question, can I actually do this puzzle right now, or do I get the answer to this puzzle later on in the game? And then they'll be like, draw me like hints, or not hints, but they'll be like, have you been in this area? And I'll be like, yes. And they're like, okay, did you get an item called this? And I'll be like, yes. And they're like, the answer's in there. And then I'll go and look. And then, or they'll drop like obvious hints, and then I'll like figure it out on my own. But that person hasn't been around in a while, and also I just started getting back into this game after a few weeks of not playing. So yeah, anyway. But we combining 6 portraits in total. That is 24 total numbers. Especially if you take the ADs into effect, yeah. But we only need 6 of the 24. I'm starting to wonder if it's the AD numbers, then the numbers at the end, like 59, and stuff like that. So if that's the case, then 770 773. No, I still say it's the numbers at the end than the actual AD. You know, the years. But 2 years would fit into it, though. But that doesn't seem to be the case, because I just tried the king portrait. Yeah, the was some bridal wars or whatever it was called. 923908. No. If it was 5, I would put it 90210, just out of, pure lulls. But anyway, I just. Wait. Oh, okay. Okay, what about the first digits? Wouldn't that be like 7777778? Well, that's not it anyway. Oh my god. I know I'm just getting a little bit silly now, but seriously, my brain's just like, nope. No save update for you. So, nope. Seven. Oh. Nope. So checks up here. Hold on a second, I'm just gonna have a coffee fit here. Sorry about that. Alright, let's see. Oh, hold on. Hold on. He was an archaeologist, became a note on this computer reveals Lord Astor's life events for a safe code. His system revealed that he was obsessed with Lord Astor, angry mom. Okay. He had the habit of saying, "If only history moved backwards when opening his safe." So 59023. Oh my god. It's 95? Okay. Alright, hold on. Alright. It went backwards. So 95 0230 or 95 20 30. $95 30 20. 95 0223. No. Five. Nope. Hold on a sec. Okay, 802953. Nope. Zero 97751. Nope. What? Hello, Platinum Bailey. I am in Act 2, and I am in Lethe, trying to figure out a combination to a safe. We're trying to figure it out. If you happen to know, don't spoil it. We're trying to figure it out. We know it has to do with the portraits in the game and dates, and we're trying to figure that out. 8205. Nope. Well, yeah. 97 30 fine. $95 30 27. Whoop. Going back to... Oh, wait. Going back to the safe. Yeah, I'm just... Oh, man, I have... I don't know. Maybe 77305. Nope. You're right. It can't be. Sorry, I had to make a bad joke out of that. Oh my god. Because that would be dumb. By the way, I don't mind you swearing in here. Just give you a heads up. Just... Yeah, so if you want to say the opposite word to trucker, you're welcome to. Okay. I respect that. It's just letting you know. The only thing I don't allow is, like, racism. And, yeah. Anyway. Okay, so he was saying if time could go backwards. So he died, okay. If he's talking about time going backwards, and he was obsessed with King Brahm Aster, let's take the 805? Let's take 805 out of it. 805 and what was it? 8? I think it's 8. Let's take 805 and the number 8 out of it. Now, let's have it just based on him. So we got 714. We got 770. 7 what was this? 773? Okay, we got 714, 770, 773, and 793. So that would be 79, 59, 3. Oh, yeah, and 754 as well. Still can't do that. Because I was thinking maybe just going back by all the portraits. But that's still 4 portraits. There's, you know, for as long as he lived, you know, 79 years. Then he died with a 20-year reign, 793. And then you got other things like when he was marked crowned king. And the only other photo is mentioning his 2 children. So I was thinking, what if we went backwards to those dates? But that's still way too many numbers, right? Because that's 79, 59, 20, 2, and 3. I think I know what it is, 2703. Dirt Nap, it's actually a 6-digit code, not 4. Yeah, hence 20. But it mentioned in the thing there that the crown would, or his crowning would be, you know, the final or something like that. So what if we don't take his death into accountability? So instead of it didn't work. 79, 23, 59. $50. 59, 32, 79. Nope. Two, 3, 2, 7. Okay, how did you get 203, 279? Okay, 20 for... Okay, so... Alright. So 79 is in this here. Then... Okay, so... Alright. Oh my god. So many numbers to keep up with. I just want to understand how you got it. Okay, death, 2 books on bottom, and 79 years of life. So it had nothing to do with his kids. And that number was 2. No, the second book on the bottom had 8 in it. Okay. So... Oh, God. Well, thank you, Dirt Nap. I greatly appreciate it. Okay, so yes, 3 was in the I think it was Bridal Wars is what it was called. Then 20 was the death. 2 is the kids, and 79 is the years that he lived. All right. Oh my lord. So it ended in how many years he lived. 20 was when he died. And 32, well, 3-2. 3 was something to do with the wars, and 2 was for his children. Oh my dear God. Yeah, 59 was when he was king. Yeah, 59 was when he was king. So 59. So yeah, 59 was when. So 59 wasn't even in it. Oh my lord. Seriously. 59 was when he was crowned king. Well, not 59, but I mean 59 was mentioned in the king portrait. Okay, hold on here. Iron Seal Rising, a forged coat of arms featuring a red top from Marinel's safe. Okay. Journal Auriga entrance. I can hardly believe it. After all these years and countless resources, we have finally discovered it. I just learned from the field to confirm it myself. The entrance to the legendary Auriga Museum has been found. The seal we recovered at Jelgen was a perfect fit into the locking mechanism. I've never been so excited in my life. Imagine the archaeological bounty that lies within. We'll need to redouble our efforts at the Jelgen excavation. The second seal must be found, and soon. Okay. 20-year reign, 3 years of war, 2 kids, 79 years of age. Yeah. Holy smokes. Well, good job figuring it out. Because, like, we were looking at this, and then we noticed, for a new portrait, it was mentioning that the crowning was simply the end result. So in the crowning with the number on that was 59. So we automatically were like, okay, 59 is part of this. 59's got to be the last number. But then it mentioned something in my files that he was saying things backwards. So I was like, okay, so maybe 59 is not 59 and it's 95. And it's neither, because that threw us right off. Like, oh my god. Can you imagine if we all just turned this into a drinking game? I would be on the floor right now. I would be out. Oh my god. Like, I'm just sitting here, like, dumbfounded. Like, out of all the numbers that it gave us, like, that makes sense, but I just felt like we tried everything. Obviously, we didn't, because we just got it. But, oh my lord. I've already had 5 shots? Maybe drinking was the key to the puzzle. And maybe if we had some shots ourselves, we could have figured it out faster. Oh, God. Oh, my lord. I'll be out after 4 shots. That's the secret. Oh, my God. Oh, God, that was just... That was crazy. I just need to take a look at something here. Hold on. Good deeds. Oh. Yeah, we already got the location for that place, to be honest, but anyway. So there's one thing I'm following for a guide here, and it's to make sure I don't miss any miss good deeds or miss talking to people and have it registered into my stuff here in the game. And right now, but it's doing it spoiler free though, so that's why I'm following it. So I just want to make sure that I do cover all the good deeds in the game. I'll get to comments here in a moment. Like here's the good deeds. So I still have to finish this one here. I still don't know what this one is. And I still have yet to finish this one. Though I know what it is. And this one I have not discovered yet either. But when I discover them and I complete them, all my good deeds are done in the game. Okay, let's see. This ain't coffee material for sure. Well, if you were staying up, late playing the game, coffee material would definitely be the material you need. I don't even own this game, just tuned in to check it out. I'm gonna have to buy it now. It's kind of like Souls-esque, like. And this game does not hold your hand telling you easily. Well, excuse me. You got to look through your files and you got to look finding different items to give you things to, like, answers to puzzles, but sometimes it's not so clear. Sometimes things are clear, but it's just like, hey, here's the thing for this puzzle, and you're kind of like, whoa, what? Where's this puzzle at? And then you gotta, like, wait until you come across it to use it to solve it and stuff like that and whatever. So yeah, this game has some Souls-like into it. This game can be hard and challenging. And this game is I would say it's pretty mature, because there's a guy for crying out loud hanging here. And then they mentioned about sensitive stuff about women being raped and killing women and children and stuff like that in the game. Besides men. So, but yes, this game is puzzle heavy. That's why I'm here. Only let's see, I found one I own. It's 9 p.m. for you. It's almost 4 here. So you must be in the UK then. And it seems puzzle heavy. It's almost 2 p.m. here. Oh, okay. All right, so you're 2 hours behind me. So you're like Midwest. Missouri. Gotcha. Oh, God. Well, there's not really much else left to do here. Hold on. Let me take a look at the guide I was, for the NPCs and the good deed. So I got the good deed done and the NPCs. Don't leave until I complete good deed 22. So the people menu. Where is the people menu? Hold on. Ah, here we go. People menu. Oh, okay, good. All right. I can leave this. Okay, so this guy that I'm following, they're like, when you enter Lethe, they're like, don't leave Lethe, because if you do, this person that I'm highlighting right now will die. And also, you need to like talk to her before defeating the enemies, because if you don't, you just go and defeat the enemies. Yeah, this game can be a bit buggy. So if you care about trophies or achievements, depending on what it is you play on, for me, I'm playing on PS5. Yeah, a bug will happen. This person will not enter this list as NPCs you talk to, even though if you talk to them somewhere else in the game, you have to get them into your list by talking to them here. So if you go and kill the enemies before you talk to her, the bug will kick in. So this game's not really giving me what's the word I'm looking for? It's not giving me spoilers to the story, really. It's just like, hey, go and do this person's like mission, like, do this stuff here, or this stuff becomes missable, and here's like the order you should do them in, like when you enter in these areas, or before you enter in a certain act or complete a certain act, stuff like that. That's the only thing that I've been, looking this stuff up on. Alright, going back into chat. Hold on a sec here. Okay, here we go. I would love a stream, Boo, but it's not the type of you're talking about there, bot. Banned. Alright. UK more or less. Roche. Oh, okay. Him zero. Yeehaw. Thanks for letting me tune in, Gus, but I did that. Thank you. I appreciate you following. This seems a bit game breaking. Yeah, it is. But yeah. But anyway, thank you for hitting the follow button. I don't have a steady schedule. I just stream when I feel like it. I'm trying to stream as early as around these times. And I am a variety streamer, just in case you're wondering. Just right now, this is the game I'm working on. On stream, anyway. But thank you for following. Really appreciate it. And take care, and I'll see you around another time. Alright, so this area is pretty much done, because I don't see me doing much of anything else here, to be honest. There's nowhere to go here. loops back around. All those doors are locked. Can't open them. Can't take the elevator, that's for sure. I feel like this level should be bigger because it's quite small. But I honestly don't know. Because there's no other door that's like locked that I can get into. I don't see any other passage areas or anything like that. So unless I leave here and come back and something opens up, maybe. But it's you know, a lot of ifs or buts or maybes. No guarantees. So with that being said, I am going to go back into the vehicle here. Holy smokes. Blue, what do you game on? Out of curiosity. I can sit in front of the fan. It's way too warm. Let's see. Let's do some
Do you have
research.
anything for me?
Yes, 2 things here.
Let's see what the Zeal server has to say about this one.
Oh, so you're a PC gamer. Okay. That's all I need to know. Let's see. Burnt Notes, The Civil War. This is a copy of the speech given by Phineas Bizima in Yvel in March 1990. Bizima, a firebrand politician from Umbrahan, addressed the Ptolemist masses gathered for the holy pilgrimage to the Grand Temple of Palom and the Eligid Valley. The speech containing extensive anti-Sabinian rhetoric, as well as a radical call to return the Eligid Valley to Ptolemist hands. The crowd became incensed and flooded into the streets of the city, looting and burning Sabinian stores and homes. The crackdown from the local Sabinian police forces was swift and brutal. The riot was dispersed by nightfall, but hundreds lay dead in the streets.
Good find. I'll look it up.
Provincial border map. Category: the Civil War. This map outlines plans to redistribute populations within Hedea. Over the country's long history of warfare, provincial borders had shifted a great deal. In the early 60s, Grayon and Yankel proposed to return these conquered territories to their de jure holders. It was the first step in the unification plan known as Operation Parallel. The government would subsequently offer tax breaks and other incentives to help bolster minority populations. Later, a lottery system was put into place to select families for forced displacement. The ultimate objective was to ensure an even distribution of ethnicities across Hedea.
Hey, Jelgin has a vault of forbidden knowledge.
Oh, okay. This is one spacious APC for sure. Yeah, exactly right. Okay. You want to see something else? Here, I'll show you something else that involves navigation computer. Okay. I will show you something else that contains a puzzle that would be ridiculously hard to like crack on your own. So when you find certain items for research, you can't research them right away until you get to the beginning of Act 2 or around the end of Act 1, where I think it's the beginning of Act 2, she enters in that APC. And she uses the computer to research the items there that you bring her, and they give you history. In other words, lore for the game. Okay, first off, I think I got the things for this now. Hold on. There we go. Amine Prism Theta. Theta, okay. Mystery solved. Very nice. Okay. So, there was a puzzle here, but this certain areas of the game have these puzzles that have symbols, and so when you bring an X amount of research items to the woman in the APC, she will give you codes for vaults for specific areas. You don't get to choose the area, she gives them to you in general. So she just gave me the code for this one, and I have it up on my screen still, actually. So, like, I'll show you. So we'll start with this one here. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's a total of 8 symbols. And trying to, like, get them in a certain order to unlock a door would, like, literally take up the longest time. So it's not something that's easily brute forced. And apparently these don't change because they stay the same for everyone's game. Okay, so that was number 1. That was number 2. This was number 3. This was number 4. Home, The Ascendance of Hellion Lodges and the Birth of Limbic Aesthetics, Part 2. A dusty tome recounting the establishment of the Hellion Lodges found in the Vault of Forbidden Knowledge. Yeah, so these vaults are called Vault of Forbidden Knowledge. The Hellion vanguards were venerated by other soldiers, their presence a harbinger of hope for the troops and ruin upon the Limbic Abyss. Among the common folk, they were named the Hammers of Sethrus. They grew beyond war bands. Their armor wore grim adornments, reflecting the entities they fought. Their banners billowed with sigils and motifs, testaments to their slain foes. Their mere presence echoed the monstrosities they fought. They had forged more than strategy, they had forged identity. Between the second and third invasions, the Hellions ceased to be mere warriors. They became orders, bound by code and ritual. They formed lodges. Knightly brotherhoods. Their traditions bore the mark of their eternal adversaries, for they knew that to unmake the darkness, one must first understand its depths. Thus, the Hellion Lodges were born. The Lodge of Grief, a brotherhood draped in the solemn hues of mourning. They move as phantoms upon the battlefield, silent as the grave. The Lodge of Ecstasy. Frenzied and relentless, their blades sing through the air like a rivalry of death, adorned in dazzling hues of yellow. The Lodges of Terror, cloaked in nightmarish emeralds, their mere presence sapped the will of any bystander. The Lodge of Rage. Raving berserkers, their armor spiked and their weapons massive, embodying wrath itself, painted in the same burning red as their desired foes. The Lodge of Admiration. Devout and unswerving, their reverence for their cause shines in verdant gilded sigil, their holy conviction as sharp as their spears. The Lodge of Loathing, known to never sleep, as such as their disgust for their foes. Some fight with blindfolds made of purple silk, as to not see what they disdain so forcefully. The Lodge of Vigilance, armored in colors of orange, they are scholars and tacticians. Their strategies immaculate, knowledge and patience is their shield. The Lodge of Amazement, explorers of limbic knowledge, their banners bear seals of the unfathomable, rendered in vivid cyan, always astonished and impatient to duel their assigned horrors. New weapon New weapon acquired. Great Sword of Ecstasy. Okay. This looks like a two-handed weapon, to be honest. Twin Axes of Terror. Parchment vanished. I am returned to my chambers alone, quill in hand. These words I set to parchment, yet even as I write, I scarcely believe them. The candle before me gutters. Anyway, its light dim as my hope, for what has come to pass is beyond reason's grasp. It is gone, vanished. The ominous shroud, grander than any citadel, vaster than any fortress wrought by mortal hands, has vanished into the void. I laugh as I inscribe these words, though there is no mirth in me. For how may such a thing be true? How might a construct of stone and steel greater than kings have ever dared dream simply be missing? Worse still, our instruments speak of unfathomable horror. Faran's limbic tone what the hell? Desyncopators? Okay. Measured the spear's propagation still. They mark its growth, its endless unfurling. How may this be when the shroud is no more? I got the light shining on the TV, that's why I'm kind of reading slowly, because it's kind of hard to make out from where I'm sitting. How may this be when our hands grasp at naught but empty air where it once stood? Yesterday has did utter the most cursed words my ears ever suffered to hear. I have not spoken to him since. He dares believe that the spear itself had devoured the shroud whole. Madness. He must put down his mead, that one, and yet, even as I scorn his words, a shadow calls within my mind. What if he is right? Drac. Sword of Rage. It's quite the looking sword. Whole arm of grief. Oh. Chalice of ever-flowing turmoil. Siphon the enemy's limbic energy to refill your own. Okay. Tome, the silent safeguard. We, the 8 pupils of the eye, bear the solemn weight of our station. Honored are we, yet bound in equal measure. Custodians of the burden, the sheen, and the true purpose of the Order of the Eye. And we know, beyond doubt or illusion, that peril does ever lurk in the shadows, not only from the foes who gather beyond our walls, but from the graver specter of treachery within. Thus we have chosen our course. In secrecy, we have approached 8 esteemed generals of the full guard, each chosen blindly, that no bias nor design might sway our hand. To them we have entrusted a task most dire, to create in silence a failsafe, a shield unseen, a ward against a catastrophe should one of our own seek to unmake what we have built and ensnare the eye. Their work shall remain veiled, even from us, for knowledge of such a safeguard is itself a danger. Never shall they speak of what they weave. Never shall their lips betray the measures they set in place. They shall carry their burden to the grave, leaving behind only whispers in the blood of their kin, that their descendants may stand watch, that the eye may endure, should darkness ever rise from within. Belgrand the 19th, Drac the 19th, Gabran the 15th, Jish the 16th, Zargab the 14th, Teeks the 18th, Hawes the 17th, Faram 13th. Now, if I remember correctly, I think I got everything here. Why Vaults of Forbidden Knowledge? So, I don't want to give too much away for the game, but I will say this. Okay, the thing that's attacking me, where are you? Oh, it's close. So, those are the enemies in the game. Sometimes they got, like, colored counterparts coming out of them. The different colors. And I was actually reading about them. And the different colors of them are, like, blue, red, green. Blue, red, green. Blue, red, green, oh my god. I'm trying to think of what the other one is. Can you believe I'm drawing a blank? Blue, red, green. I feel like there's another one. So blue is grief, red is rage, Okay, blue is terror. No, green is terror. Red is rage. Blue is grief. And then there was another one I can't remember. But anyway, in order to kill them that have like an attachment to those, you have to like do damage to the attachment till it has like no health. Then you have to go and damage it. And if you don't kill it fast enough, it will call out the emotion, is what I call them. Because that's what they are, right? You know, grief, rage, terror, and all that. It will call it back out, but it will take less hits to destroy it. And then you go back to the enemy and then kill it. And then usually when you kill them, they're dead for good, unless they come back. And they always come back. But in order for them to come back, you have to leave the area to go to another part of the map and come back to kill them. Sometimes you'll see enemies on the ground like this, and they won't even come to life. See? Yeah, up here. Yeah. So for them to like respawn, I have to like come back to the area. So here's how basically the game opens up. You start here, and then you end up getting the APC here, and you travel here for the second area. The third area is Vista Hills, and then the fourth area is Lake Sinan. That's all within Act 1. Then when you get to Act 2, these other places here open up. And you have to, go into them and, do side quests, as I call them, good deeds. And solve mysteries or whatever. In other words, mysteries are basically puzzles. And then eventually this part opens up, which I have not been to yet. And there is a lot of backtracking into these areas with either information gotten from somewhere or maybe an item for you to continue in these places. So right now I need to go here to complete a good deed. You're only limited to the dots. So, as of right now, I can only tell you that soldiers are not part of enemies in the game to kill. Like, say, this dude here, for instance. The only thing that you kill in this game so far, is the creatures, the faceless creatures, or they're known as demons, in the game. So right now, I need to get to a spot to finish the, what do you call it, off. Go down here. Yes, I can. Thank you. Ah, here's this one. Okay, this is the other one. I'm not sure what the emotion is for this, but it's the other one. Oops. Shoot weapon. Okay, so see that like tower like over there, or that building construct? I need to go over there. It's like in order to pick up items, they turn into those dots there, like the dots that you've seen in the Vault of Knowledge. So there's like white dots, there's green dots, there's like orange, like red dots or whatever, and then there's gold dots. And normally, like certain dots refer to like weapons or relics, and then others is like research items or inventory papers or whatever, or puzzle piece sets, and whatever the case. So yeah. So in order to get down here, you need to get 2 specific rods to open up the doorway down here, which there's guys down here.
I still can't believe what happened. We were finally leaving Jova. This massive creature materialized ahead of us. Swatted the truck aside like a fly. Grabbed what we could, slogged through the marsh. The creatures were everywhere. What the hell are they? Rojo and I are the only 2 left. I'm almost out of metformin. I'm a goner without those pills. Even if I wasn't stuck in a goddamn swamp, sourcing medication in a war-torn country is next to impossible. What a disaster. That's exactly what I need. Where did you get these? Well, thank you. You've probably just saved my life.
How the hell did you find us? No, it doesn't matter. We were part of the peacekeeping mission assigned to Jova. When the order to pull out came in, I was so relieved. Our CO, Lieutenant Rue, convinced us to stay for a few days. I wanted out of this place so bad. And it didn't take much effort to convince the others to leave with me. And now we're stuck here. No way in hell I'm going back out there without support. I need a SATCOM radio to contact HQ. Damn it.
Oh, radio? Okay. Satellite radio, here you go.
I found a radio. Brilliant. Let me try and contact HQ. Only static. No one is answering, of course. They've all fucking left. There's no evac coming. We should have left at the same time as everyone else. Goddamn Rue.
Waylaid, good deed accomplished.
Only static. We should have left.
See what he says now.
You saved my life.
Oh, same thing. Okay. And this is actually a puzzle too. But this, it's not just for this. There's other areas on this area alone, and you have to flip like certain ones, I was told. And I'm like, oh god. And I can't remember where they're all at, so I gotta like re-look around the whole entire map for these like lights, because it's either off or on. So unless I run across something that tells me, hey, this is the lights that you need on and off, and where they're located. Other than that, I'm not going to remember. So that might be something I might have to look into later on down the road to get it completed. So my memory sucks. If you don't have like a very good memory like I do, good luck remembering things. It's pretty much basically it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do one other thing. Because see, the thing is with me, like, I'll pick something up and I'll be like, oh my god, I know I needed this for something. And then I'm just sitting there, like, dumbfounded, like, staring off into space going, where? And then I look around everywhere in the past places I've been just to find the puzzle that it belongs to see if it's the correct piece or not of the area that I'm thinking. And 9 times out of 10, it's not. And I'm just like, oh, I just wasted my time. Goody. I love wasting my time. So, again, notes are extremely important. So here's all the different weapons I ended up picking up. Some of them are like neutral, and then you have to like go to the blacksmith. There's only one blacksmith in the game to get them worked on and tampered and to raise their quality and all that good stuff, basically. And the blacksmith is in this area. Okay, Waylade is done. Still have no idea what this is, nor this. But I know where I am definitely going. Dungeon is complete. Blackmailed is still incomplete. I'm not sure what that is, and I thought I'd done everything there. Okay, so I'm missing something here. And that was where I was doing the puzzle solving for that safe. So I'm not sure about that. But anyway. Only thing bothering me at the moment is, as far as I have seen so far, map is very, very hallway-like. Everything is walled off, and you practically have only one path to go through. Well, some things are walled off, but I mean, you have to find entrances to places, and if you find an entrance, and if it's locked, then you gotta find things to unlock said place, or if there's a puzzle on the door, then you gotta figure out what it is that you need in notes, or whatever the case may be, to give you the answer to open certain doors, vice versa and whatever. There's a bit of exploration, but a lot of it is you need those, like, rods to either open doors besides just chests, like you see me in that previous place there. So yeah. Civil War. Still working on that. I've got all these open so far. decisions. Okay. Oh, wait. So when you first come here, this is not where you start out. You end up starting out over in that direction I'm looking in. But after you open up a certain area where I'm going to right now, then the vehicle starts parking up here. Do you really need to know that? No, but just in case you do get the game and you're like, hey, I'm in this area and I'm not where he was, like, what's going on? There's your reason. Alright, so here's the doorway that you opened up that I was mentioning. There is a puzzle to solve in here in order for things to kick up in the story. Oh. Yeah. I still have yet to figure out this puzzle. I need the access code for this computer. And I can't remember. Somebody gave me a hint on how to get access to it. I can't remember what it was. Anyway. Alright.
Remember, whenever you accomplish good deeds and close time loops, talk to me to see if you are worthy of a reward.
So, there's these big, huge black blobs that you go in and you see a part of, like, stuff that went down in the past in the country's history. Either something just, like, very recently or maybe something a long time ago. I'm not sure when these things happen. But you have to use certain items to close time loops. And they look like... well, I can show you what they look like here in a moment. But anyway, when you close a time loop or if you get a good deed done, you could come here and he will give you either... brand new items, or like items to use, or maybe a new weapon, possibly. I can't remember if you keep weapons or not. Or he will give you other things for research purposes, and you need those to get enough of those to get codes to those vaults.
Have I helped enough Hadeans?
The bare minimum will only get you so much.
Yes. This. You need prisms like this. I already got one from the chest that I opened with the two rods. Those are what you consider the chest. That one was called, it started with T anyway. Theta? Theta, I think it was, or something like that. Anyway, this prism is called Rho, R-H-O. So, if you have, like, different prisms, and you try one and it doesn't work, then you just try the other one, and then it'll eventually work. Ooh, passive relic. War Master's Essence. Focus on your marital form. Restoring health for every landed combo. Capper. Okay. That's it. Only got 2 items. Alright. Okay. So that's that. By the way, another bug. I'm wearing a hat on my head. You're supposed to see it, but eventually it bugged out, and now you just see my hair. Does the cap do anything to you? No. Not even defense. It's just there for, cosmetic. But yeah, that's my hat I'm wearing. You're probably thinking, this man's gone mad. He thinks he's wearing a cap, but he's not. Oh my. Oops. Walked on that woman's body. Alright. And these are manual save spots. There we go. Need to stuff some food in my food hole. Been a while since I ate the last time. Dropping the fall, and we'll catch you next time. Good luck with bugs. Good luck with bugs. I mean, the game, yeah. Yeah, you know what? Actually, I was just about to end the stream. I try to go for at least 2 hours. I go longer than that if I'm like really into the game, or like especially if I'm in the area in the game and I want to keep continuing going and going and going. But right now I need to explore a new area, and I kind of don't really feel like doing that right now. I just need a break from the game. So, yeah. I will be back on tomorrow. Early. Hopefully the same time. Roughly around the same time. Let's see. How long have I been streaming for? Almost 3 hours. 3.5 hours. So, okay. So, okay. Alright. So yeah, I'll stream sometime tomorrow, roughly around the same time as I started. So if you want to pop in, feel free to. Won't hold it against you if you don't. But yeah, I need a break as well. That, and I need to figure out food as well, to be honest, because I have not eaten today either. Anyway. Oh, awesome. You'll get to see me explore a brand new area. So, probably more puzzles. Yay! Another hour and a half later, trying to figure out a simple puzzle. Oh my. Alright. Anyway, and for those who are watching on YouTube, thanks for watching. And for you, on those on YouTube, see you for the next video. And those on Twitch, see you hopefully next stream. Take care, everyone. Time for me to go and have a couple drinks, because I needed it, and I feel like I deserved it after that puzzle. One more time. Save.